Hello, 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 good people. Hello. I came for a transparent moment. I came for a transparent moment. One place I love to be is out in nature. Like it just does something to me, for me. Like there's nothing like being out in nature. Like that's my place where I can calm and, soothe all thoughts and things of that nature. Today is a good day though. Today is a very exciting and good day. But yesterday was not so good. Like yesterday, I just did not have a good start of my day. I got up and I was angry. I was so angry. I was angry at the fact that as I was looking over my life, I felt as though, I don't want to say I failed, but with the delays, I felt some type of way. And so I thought about, you know, as a mother, I have two baby daddies. Had not been married, have not had the opportunity up until now to own a home, have not up until now had the ability to have a savings account that exceeded my wildest imagination. Feeling like I've always had those who have given unto me up until now. Seeming like every time I was looking for greater, I only got the minimum up until now. Feeling like I had not set myself up to prosper financially as well as emotionally due to some choices up until now. Gave 10 of my good years to an individual who did not respect who I was up until now. I just was mad. I felt like I had not given my kids the tools that they needed, not so much as even wanted, but that they needed for life to be great for them up until now. Relationships that I felt as though I had been stripped of just because of choices up until now. But this morning, I turned that thing around. I turned it all around to work in my favor mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to even I got up, hit the gym running. But I gave the Lord over an hour of my time of complete worship. It was simply to thank him for all that he had done, though my mind on yesterday was reflecting of everything I felt like I didn't have, hadn't done, have not yet received up until now. So I come to encourage somebody. I don't care what it looks like. Don't be moved by what you see. Keep pressing, keep pushing. I guarantee you that on the other side, there is greatness. There is greatness. There is opportunity. There are those things that is waiting for you. Don't stop giving it your all. Like, don't stop. Don't stop. I was feeling crazy. Like, I was looking at everything that I shouldn't have been looking at. But this morning, I was reminded that when the very breath of God allowed me to breathe, that my eyes was opened, I chose to turn that thing around. My God, from Zion, I chose to turn that thing around. I even was thinking that the last choice that I made in the season to where I am now, child. But we serve a mighty God. We serve an awesome God. Don't you be fooled by your present circumstances. It's just a part of the journey. I am even taking my mind back to when God told me to wage a good warfare. And again, I just made mention of this in the previous video. Like like I've been waging war for the longest, but that's all right. 10 plus years, I was in a horrible relationship. And when I tell you, I waged war as much as I could. And the day came that me and my children got the fool up out of there. We got up out the enemy's camp. We got up out the enemy's camp. Bye-bye. To a life that set us free. And whom he sets free, he free indeed. My God from Zion. Boy, I tell you. Yee. When I tell you, that's what must take place. When you're sitting and you're thinking of what isn't, reflect on the love of God towards you. And he will remind you that he has a plan for your life. Sometimes I often wonder, do I always come and do videos when it's like, ain't like it's I'm always expressing the bad. But then I also have to be reminded that he called me to be a peacemaker. So I am one who knows obstacles, but I also know the turnaround. In my last video, I told you how the Lord gave me 2 words: shield and buckler. 2 major pieces when it comes to having to be in war. 2 major pieces: shield and buckler. Those are the things that's going to defend you from when the arrows of the enemy come, when the fight of the enemy comes, to keep you from getting to that expected end. I had to realize that, because I was starting to be like, dang, do I ever come with like the good news? Yeah, I always come with the good news in the end. I always come with the good news of Jesus Christ, of how it is that he has brought me over. He is constantly bringing me through. Like, yes, I do. I remember going through, after we had just left the enemy's camp, my abusive relationship, and I was sitting in my friend's house wondering, Lord, where would this go? And again, having that mindset of just thinking, oh, my life is, but he said, how do you perceive it? What's your perception? How are you looking at that which you were going through? There's hope in all things, so don't lose hope. There's hope in all things. Like, my God, there's hope in all things. My mind also went back to when my former pastor asked me one time, did I feel as though my strength intimidated others? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? One who has always felt like that I was the weakest out of every space that I entered, looking at what I didn't have, just not knowing what I was built with. So I'm like, did my strength intimidate others? Like, where's the strength that you see? Because I don't even see the strength. Because I'm like, I felt like defeated. You know what I'm saying? But I've had some great times in my life. Great times. I am experiencing some goodness in my life right now, even though some of it just didn't look like what I wanted it to look like. But I always run to that secret place. I hide myself in the shadow of the Almighty. Man, when I tell you, my God, my God, don't ever lose hope. Don't ever lose hope on the promises that God has made. Yes, you may have to wage a good warfare. Okay, it ain't like you don't have the tools. Like, I'm almost bothered that I don't have that worship center that I can go to and assemble myself with other believers. I'm like, I like going to church on Sunday. I don't like sitting at home. That's just me. I don't. I like to assemble myself with other believers because I know what a community of people can do. It can help you. But I also heard God say, I have given you enough word to sustain you until I give you the man and woman of God after my own heart. Like, okay. Like, okay. Like, okay, God. So it's in that time with him that he has to bring me back to remind me of his faithfulness. Never seen the righteous forsaken, nor is seed begging for bread. Guys, I just came to encourage you. I pray that you have a great rest of your day. I pray that if there's someone you know who is in need of some encouragement or a word of inspiration to be uplifted, send it to them. Send it to them. Don't be selfish. Don't just hold the word for yourself. Don't be inspired alone. Inspire someone else too. All right, we serve a mighty God. I pray that wherever you are, health is well for you. I pray that you and your house is abundantly blessed. I pray that you're not affected by any of the natural disasters that some areas are facing. I pray that if there is a loss, you would seek God to be restored, that there will be recompense on your behalf, because he is that God. He is the true and living God. So I pray that again you are just doing well, you and your house. All right, I pray that you would have a great rest of your day, your night, midnight, whenever it is that you come across this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, subscribe. If you've just come across this page, subscribe. Subscribe, because we are going to be encouraged in the year 2025, just as we was for the last year of our life. God is so faithful. He is so good. He will make good on his word. All right, you guys, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.